It's a camera.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's from
we got it at
Universal.
Nice.
I got one too.
Yeah.
I appreciate how you
like
said,
tan as
look how
shit
good
over
that
here.
blue shirt looks. And Bolin goes, which blue
Yeah.
shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I was just being.
Could be any further.
It was a joke because he doesn't look good.
Don't be jealous of me.
No, it's a joke
Okay.
because you're colorblind.
Yeah, that's
Oh. Yeah, that's right. I don't see color, Parker.
Okay.
It's just let him.
I ain't gonna spend my life seeing a color. The turn of baby on a Saturday
We
night.
almost made it 15 seconds without Bolin breaking strongly into music today, which is good.
Well, it's a good song.
Do you know any other lyrics besides that?
I believe in miracles, but
Hey,
Let's
everybody,
be real.
welcome back to Try Hard
Let's be
number
real. The
88.
real star of Black or White is the
guitar player?
And he lands, and there's all these Native Americans dancing and like shooting guns up in the air and stuff. And Michael Jackson's just like, not gonna cut to me for that. Okay,
Just like
cool.
that?
That's great.
So that happens when
You can do the intro
when you
now.
have the keyboard here ready to
Go.
go.
Okay. Go
Nice.
for the intro.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Try Hard number 88. It's great to see you guys. This episode is brought to you by two sponsors this week. A new sponsor, Burrow, which is awesome. You're going to notice this fine, wonderful love seat we have here.
Yeah, we're not so spread out. Our shot's tighter. We're not so
Yeah.
far away. It looks
I've never,
great.
Craig. I've never been this close to you on Try Hard.
It's good.
I can
You
I can
have.
reach out and
Stop it.
You have been exactly that
Never
close.
been
No, it's
And,
already right. It's next to you.
and Dollar
Oh,
Shave
yeah.
Club. Dollar Shave Club also sponsoring this week. So thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about them. They support us. So please support them. Okay. So you spent the last 2 weeks really asking me to watch Queer Eye on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many
And
seasons are there right now?
Two.
Two.
Okay.
It's only two.
So what do
Did
you
you?
want to talk about?
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I mean, I know you're gonna do the thing where you're like, it's a show.
Well, no.
I guess.
I want to know. I want to know why you felt so inclined to tell me to watch Queer Eye.
He said to get your style up, Craig.
Yeah.
I mean,
Said you
First of
dressing
all,
like a
first of all,
hobo.
I nominated you.
you did?
Yeah.
Did you
Queer Eye?
nominate me?
No,
Damn it.
but I am
should have.
going to.
You
But I
should
am
have.
Why would
nominating.
you
Can we
not
get
do that?
multiple?
I would absolutely love that.
But I am going to do that,
Do it.
and I'm gonna get social media behind it.
Okay.
That'd be
It'll,
awesome.
it'll be great.
Cool.
And but second of all, it's wonderful TV in times when the world's really, really shitty.
Yeah, but I don't like. You sold this to me on it as being like this life-changing show.
It is.
Is
Could
that how you feel about it?
Well, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's an awesome show.
But what did you like about it, Grayson? You also like.
Oh, yeah.
We cried and watched it
yeah.
together.
Did you really cry?
I
Yeah.
cried.
Like you-
I cried for Tom.
I cried the first episode. I've cried twice
look.
during the second season.
I'll tell you right now. I
never
watched the
cried
first
watching
episode
it.
by myself, sitting in my chair in my living room, and wept on how happy Tom was after what they did to him.
Wow.
He said, "You can't fix ugly," and by the end of the episode, he told them, "Y'all did it. Y'all fixed ugly."
And, like,
I
he-
cried. I don't care.
There's an episode with this guy. He's like from South America. He speaks with an accent, and he's like, "Why do you want to change?" And he's like scared to talk to the other dads because he looks like really slouchy and dirty and kind of like sloppy.
He's like, because he's insecure. He's insecure
Yeah,
about
yeah.
something. That's what they do. The show finds everyone. The reason people dress like that, the reason people feel like that, is because they're extremely insecure about something. So their job is to dig in and tell you a story about why that person's insecure, and then there's the Cinderella reveal where, hey, look at how beautiful I am now, and then in 3 weeks they've gone back to their regular habits.
There it is.
Well,
There it is.
I will
Well,
tell you this.
I mean, sometimes
Dude,
they do.
it's
Yeah.
like if you go and you look at reality shows, that's the standard.
trend.
It's the standard.
Yeah,
It's the trend
well, I mean-
with like 80% of people on those reality shows.
I think
Not as
Bolin
weird.
just wants to have faith, and you come in and stick your dirty ass all over it.
No, I liked it. I did.
I think
I
that's the
liked
last
it.
homework assignment I give you, Craig.
Why? I don't understand. I like the show.
I'm on a quest to impress you with some medium of
No.
entertainment.
I don't
The
think.
problem
It will
was-
be so great when I'm like, Craig, you should watch this. And you're like, man, that's great. Besides fucking Karate Kid or Super Mario fucking Odyssey. Like,
Well-
those are the two things I've ever
good
seen
game.
you remotely like
Cobra
in
Kai
the
is
5
great.
fucking years I've known you.
I feel like
Why
Breath
are
of the
you
Wild.
so passionate about this? I don't
Because
understand.
you're just like so fucking like, it's okay. I guess."
No,
like
like that show
with
is it's
everything.
like the most cookie cutter like makeover show in the
It's
world.
not cookie cutter. Okay?
It was. It was
This
so
is-
cookie cutter.
This is the only makeover show that I've watched that
Look,
actually made
okay.
me go out and get a
Dude,
whole new
look,
wardrobe.
It
I
was
know
good.
Craig-
It was
okay,
a good
okay.
show. I enjoyed
Okay.
it.
Do not argue with the quality.
Yep.
Craig will continue to like it less and less the more
No,
we talk about
because-
it for the sake to get a rise
right.
out of us and
No,
make
I'm
the
not-
podcast more interesting.
You're right. You're right.
This is not to get a rise out of you
Uh-huh.
at all. It's not.
Oh, you already did. It's on now, big boy. You started it.
I'm telling you, I like the show.
I
It
mean-
just wasn't earth-shattering. Like it was forgettable for me. Like,
I think it's fun, but I didn't cry by any part
Yeah,
of it.
like
You have no
it-
soul.
The
I mean,
idea
it was,
is
it was a good
You
show.
didn't cry
but-
for Tom?
No.
Man, what-
you watch it and you're like, oh, that's really nice, and then you forget about it 15 minutes later.
will you watch any more of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's like
I'm down with that.
it's like binge watchable trash TV.
trash.
Yeah.
Whoa. Don't you dare talk about Jonathan like that. Don't you dare talk about that
No,
beautiful
I
man
don't
like
mean
that.
this negatively. I really don't. Like
Called it
Trash.
trash TV.
Trash TV.
There's so like Friends is trash TV. It's mindless TV. Like
How dare you?
like
You just
Like-
Yeah.
trash? Nah.
I don't understand.
What do you consider non-trash
yeah. What's
TV?
yeah?
Karate
Kid on
Breaking
YouTube.
Bad,
Okay.
Better Call Saul, anything Vince Gilligan against Vince Gilligan.
Everything on
does.
AMC.
Yeah, AMC has really good stuff. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
That last season of Breaking Bad's pretty trash.
I didn't. Yeah, I do agree with you.
I liked
Season
it.
5 was
That's
pretty
pretty
gross.
trash.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Season 5 would have been a great season 3.
Yeah.
Season 5 was felt
Yeah.
like it should have been. It's like, well, we need another season.
Yeah.
So let's
No,
bring
but
out
like
let's
this,
bring out the
that
Aryan
was like
race.
the definite end. They didn't just keep
Well-
going until they ran out of money. Like
Yeah.
they could have made like 5 more seasons on top of that with the
No,
ratings.
no. They could have, sure, but
Yeah.
they would have been more trash than fun.
Right, that's why they ended it,
They could have
yeah.
made 10 seasons, but no matter what, they killed off Gus too early.
Yeah, I
And
was about to say
blew
they
it.
could have
Yeah.
easily ended that just with Gus, and I would have been happy.
Gus is
All right,
too
that's good.
interesting of a character to kill off.
Yeah.
That is
But like,
after 2
no,
seasons.
you look like you're so mad at me right now. I don't
I'm not
understand why you're so
mad.
mad.
He's not mad. He's disappointed, Craig.
It's like
Disappointed in what?
And you.
I'm telling you, I liked the show.
it's just like anything that the world is impressed with, you are totally
No,
underwhelmed by.
I'm telling you,
I
I like
re-
the show, but I feel like I've seen the show a zillion times.
It's on TLC pretty much every.
Yes.
As your friend, that's
different
how
one.
I feel.
I know.
I'm like,
That's
if the
different.
world loves it, if
They
like
don't
people
have
talk about it, or if like people are excited about it, if it gets rave reviews, if everyone's really excited about it, you're doomed. It's not your fault. I think it's just a part of who you are.
No.
But you are doomed to celebrate it only in mediocrity.
You paint me as this like super pessimistic person.
That's how I
not
feel.
That's not who I am at all.
Do you
Okay.
think, Ballin, I'm going to mediate here. Do you think part of why you feel so down is because you expect too much of what he'll get out of it?
No, that's why I wanted to watch it, because I thought this was gonna be the one. You know,
Queer Eye.
You thought Queer Eye was
I
gonna be
thought
the one.
Queer Eye was gonna be the
Let's
one.
The
be real.
the man who was like all about Cobra Kai, which is a phenomenal show.
It's okay.
You thought that Queer Eye was going to be the one that really brought it home.
No, I just like, okay, if Craig doesn't like anything with a remote piece of intellect, maybe he'll like something with a giant, robust heart. Something with that's extremely
yeah,
soulful.
like-
Maybe that'll get him.
Let me tell you.
It's trying to get you.
Let me tell you the one thing. The one thing that caught me immediately within the show being on for 10 seconds.
How awesome Jonathan is.
Yeah.
Is he the guy with long hair?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
He's a great guy.
He's the best.
No, actually, I kind of like the guy with the gray
Tan.
suave
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
going
it's good.
on. Like they all have a really good look.
Oh yeah, they
Like
do.
they all look good.
They're very
Black
handsome
dude,
man.
Chelsea's like, is his hair painted on? It's kind of like tattooed and perfect
Well,
lines.
in
and
the
stuff.
second season, it's like gone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone.
Oh,
in
really?
six seasons.
It's
So my
weird.
wife,
Yeah.
It was
like,
weird. So the thing that caught me immediately about this was at the very beginning of the first episode, they have the clapper, right? That you go in and the sound
Yeah,
sync,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
They have the sound sync, whatever that's called, right?
what is that called?
And on that,
Like
on
on movie sets
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
like the break,
the clapper
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
whatever it is, right? So they have that, and you're watching Queer Eye, right? And this is how not soulful this show is. On that clapper, it says Untitled Makeover Show, right? So they're showing them during their, like, they didn't know this is going to be Queer Eye. They were just like, we're going to make this makeover show, and we're going to put a bunch of gay guys together. Oh, wait, or we're going to put a bunch of guys together. Oh, they happen to be gay? It's now a Queer Eye show.
Or maybe it was a joke. Maybe they lost the other
Maybe-
clapper, and
yeah,
that's all
maybe
they
that's
had.
funny.
No.
Maybe it's funny thing.
It clearly says on the clapper, Untitled Makeover Show.
Yeah. Yes,
That could be
but
another makeover show that they were doing.
They could have been like, are we going to call it queer eye? Are we going to call it queer guy? Are we going to call
Fab
it straight
five.
eye for the clear? Are we going to call
Fab
it straight eye?
They could have, yeah.
That's
They
what they
could
are.
have.
Could have been anything.
Absolutely. No, like I said, I enjoyed the show. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the show. It was fine. It just, I feel like I've seen the show a zillion times before, including
Here's
10
the-
years ago
You
when it
take
used to be
out
on.
you take out the immaculate group of gay guys, and it's every other show on TLC.
Yeah, you dude, take out the gay guys. Make what's the guy's name who they made over?
Tom.
Turn Tom into a house, and you got Fixer Upper.
Yeah.
Like you got the exact same show.
First off, they did fix up his house too, though. They went all out on all
Yeah.
of it.
It was nice. Yeah,
Look, all I want to
she
know.
was right.
from
It
this-
looked like a hotel room.
All I want to know, Craig, are we going to see you with a French tuck? That's all I want to know.
I don't know what a French tuck is yet.
He hasn't got to that episode.
He hasn't
I thought
gotten
that was
there.
in the first episode.
No, they didn't do it with Tom, but there's no reason. Just breathe slowly,
my
Grayson. Just
God.
calm down. It's going to be fine. We'll get to the French tuck.
He's never going to see it.
I just
I'll get there. I just won't be a priority for me.
want you to be excited.
I am. I am excited.
I
Bowler.
think Bolin just wants to add a little spark in your life, and no matter how you really feel, just give him a little hope every now and then. Just throw him a ball.
I just really want you to be excited about stuff. That's all I want.
I am very much excited. Like I just this show. I just feel like I've seen it a million times before.
You know what you can both be excited about? The Meg.
Why are you changing the subject so fast?
Because
I'm trying to
we've
get-
been on Queer Eye for 10 minutes.
That's fine. We should
Worth
be
it.
able to talk about it for the whole fucking 60 minutes.
I don't understand
Like-
why. I don't,
Like, it's just I know you're so enthusiastic about stuff, right? I know I know when you're so genuinely enthusiastic so seldom
are you kidding me?
that I know. I mean, like excited about a thing, okay? I'm talking about a thing, okay? You're excited about a thing, a game, a movie. You're excited about stuff like
Yeah,
that so
media,
seldom
sure.
that like I know exactly what your natural enthusiasm is. Your natural enthusiasm is us in the Airbnb for Cobra Kai. That is Craig excited about something, period. Because it's the exact same way
It's true.
you
Yeah.
feel whenever Mario Odyssey came out.
Yeah. So what
And
are you
I've
getting at?
seen you like that
Uh-huh.
like 4 fucking times.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
You gotta earn this shit.
He's
dude.
got
over
good-
the
you gotta earn it.
over
Like,
his high
what are you
standards.
doing?
over like
Yeah.
5 years.
So what?
It's in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Like, I
The
as
man
long
has
as you're
particular
okay,
taste.
Dude,
as long
I'm
as you're all right.
outstanding.
You think every day is just awful for him because there's not a Mario Odyssey coming out?
I
that
don't,
week?
that's what
Yeah.
my
Go
fear.
Cry
That's what my
cries.
fear is.
Dude,
No,
look,
honestly.
instead, look, here's the thing. You get excited about media.
Uh-huh.
I get excited about other things. I get excited about my kids. I get excited about coming to work every day. I get excited about things like that. That's what I get excited about.
I will wear masks of your kids, and I will.
I
come
don't
up
want
here.
you
That is
to.
creepy.
Okay.
But,
Like, that is
opposite
the
of joy.
creepiest thing you've said in a while.
yeah, it's really fucked up.
That is really weird.
I'm just saying.
I'd leave if I walked in and saw him with like one of his children's face on his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
I'm going home for the day.
Yeah. Like you just get excited about different things, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. That's what makes this different, which
Uh-huh.
I love and I appreciate, right? I get excited about that. I get excited about it's different. There's just movies, TV, very rarely. Even games, very rarely. I'm like, yes, let's go. Day one, buy. I'm in the movie the first day.
Midnight
I
premiere.
cannot tell you the last time I went to a movie and saw something on opening night, nor cared to see anything on opening night.
Not
Right?
Even Harry Potter. I'm just
Even
kidding.
Harry
I'm not
Potter.
even-
Like Harry Potter, I saw the first Harry Potter within the last 6 months. For the first time.
But have you seen like other ones
No.
before that? Oh wow.
I'm right there with Craig though. I didn't
good
start
movie.
watching them until I watched like the first 4 like 3 weeks before we went to Universal.
I am interested in
Damn.
getting
Yeah.
into it though.
Yeah, I mean they were fun.
Very good.
Possibly through a book.
I mean,
Oh. Oh yeah. We're writing a Harry Potter book,
Yeah.
novel fan fiction. Gonna
That's right.
sell it
oh
good.
god.
to J.K. Okay, well,
Are you okay with me having a different personality than you? Like, are you okay with that?
if I'm being completely honest, it's almost not fun to recommend stuff to you.
Then don't recommend stuff to
I don't
me.
know. Like it kind of is because there's going to be that one chance that you might get them with something, and you're like,
Got it. Got
there's
it.
going to be a lot of downfall. But when you finally get that one,
Yeah,
that
it'll be
one
worth it.
sweet pick, ooh, it's going to be so tasty. Let's go.
Hey, Bowler.
What?
Why do we fall down?
So
To
we
get
can
back up. To get back up, Bolin.
Thanks for answering.
I
your
thought
own
you were going to say
question.
because when you fall down onto comfortable furniture, you don't want to get back up again.
I'm sorry,
That's why we fall down.
I have no idea.
Do the
what he's saying.
read.
What's he talking about?
I have no idea.
God. What percentage of your day is just fucking with me?
Probably
At least like
75.
4
Like-
to 5.
I'm
Like,
saying 75%.
if
That's
you
a lot.
want,
This episode of
if
Trial
you
Podcast is
want,
brought to you by our
no,
friends
no.
at-
If you want, Craig,
Here we go.
if you keep going down this path, I will turn into a hollow person.
Nice.
Is that what you want me to do? Because I can choose to shut down. I know what you're doing when you're doing it. And I just want you to know, I can shut down at any fucking time. I will turn this shit,
Bolin.
this shit,
Don't hinge so much of yourself on Craig.
Yeah,
I
This
agree.
shit-
okay?
this shit-
Yeah.
Listen, Bolin,
this
be
shit,
your own
I
person.
can shut it down. Anytime, I can turn it off.
Going off the rails.
I can be a person, I
There we
guess. I guess. It's okay. I can be okay, I guess. I don't have to react to any of the shit you do. I don't have to get agitated with your button pressing.
what button pressing are you talking about? I'm not.
Look at you.
I'm
Look at you.
just voicing an opinion.
Look at you.
I'm just voicing an opinion that I don't like queer eye for the straight guy
Whoa.
as you.
I don't
Whoa.
have, you can't say queer.
It's in the title.
Look,
No, he just said he didn't like it. I thought he did like it. That's why I said, what?
I
say didn't
do.
like it as
I said
much.
not as much as
Oh, okay.
him.
Didn't like it as much as Bolin.
Sorry, guys.
I'm just
Oh.
saying,
Interrupted
on
by
streams,
Sean.
on
Yeah.
podcasts, like, I don't have to do this. I can just sit
Do
here
what?
and just this.
Yeah, you could, but that's not very fun for like more than an episode.
True.
I don't understand. Why are you so mad right now? I don't understand. Maybe I just rub him the wrong way. It's good to have a business
You
partner.
shouldn't rub him.
Genie in the
Probably.
bottle, though.
Yeah.
You gotta rub them the right way.
This episode of the Try Out Podcast is brought to you by our new sponsor, Burrow. Burrow, as our read copy points, has reinvented the luxury couch, which you can
Switch
see
over.
right here. Check that bad boy out. We have moved couches from style
All
to
right
shipping,
here.
It's all right.
Oh,
comfort
you're
to
good.
comfort,
Grayson comes with
comfort
it.
to functionality. Burrow's put the time in and thought into the perfect furniture so you don't have to. I would like for you guys to talk about how excited we were. First off, look, we were really excited. We got this couch in this week, and the gentleman to my right, they set this thing up, and I would love for you actually Chase.
Yeah,
you
Chase set it
I
up.
did.
Yeah.
talk about your experience setting this up and the ease of it.
Well, whenever we got here, it came 3 boxes. I was kind of intimidated because I'm not the best at building stuff. But we opened it up, unloaded everything. You don't need any tools. All you need is right here, your mitts. That's it. All you need are these bad boys. You screw everything in, you latch it together, good to go. Took us 20 minutes, and now we have this beautiful thing that is so comfortable.
What do you
Love
mean?
it.
My
You
butt
mean you
feels
didn't
great.
even need a screwdriver?
Nope, didn't even need a screwdriver.
The screws were
Everything.
so big
Yep.
that they were just knobs
just
that you turned.
Twist it right on, and you're good to go.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's almost
15 minutes,
Kind of
says
like
Chase.
Was it 15?
doing a really easy Lego set.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really easy. Burrow sofas are handcrafted in the same factories in North Carolina as other high-end retailers, but Burrow delivers them in much less with their innovative, award-winning design, which is what we just talked about right there. It's been I can't even say it. Ergonomically.
Ergonomically.
Ergo, vis-a-vis, ergonomically.
designed to allow for multi-hour
What?
Netflix binges, triple header game days, and late night work sessions. Here's the thing, though. Immediately to Parker's left, there's also a USB charger in it as well, which
Sure
is
is.
awesome.
You look
Woo!
shady
It's
when
like
you say
inside.
that to the
Good
camera.
stuff.
Be careful.
Look,
Yeah.
you can customize your Burrow sofa to match your style by selecting color, size, armrest height, and leg color. That's what so it would fit the set. It looks great now, doesn't it?
There's a
You're right. I know you didn't even know that. Now you can be charging.
This couch
your
full of
special.
surprises.
Yeah.
It's
the
awesome.
best.
So enjoy 30 days of cozy with your comfort and Burrow, risk-free, or try it out at a Burrow at one of our partner showrooms. Go to customize your own Burrow and get $75 off your order. $75 off your order by going to burrow.com/gameattack. That is BURROW.com/gameattack for $75 off your purchase. Burrow makes the luxury couch for real life. Once again, they support us, so please support them. We're going to sit on this couch every day, like literally every day.
I could do
And
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
it's
streamed on
awesome.
it a couple of times, and
not
we've
bad.
sat on it, and like I was really excited because the chairs we had, they're comfortable and they sink, and so you can sit on them for a long time. You can sit on this, and it doesn't sink, but it also has the supportive comfort. And like I haven't been uncomfortable for a second on it. We streamed the crew just a second ago.
That's
and,
that's the most important thing when you get in a couch is comfort.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's easy to put together.
And it looks classy too. So.
That's what we want when we look at Parker. We look at class.
Look at that.
What about the Meg? Grayson's scared of the Meg.
Oh my!
You don't want to
God.
see the Meg?
Oh man!
Hey,
it
can
messed
we
me
talk
up.
about something real quick before
What?
we get to the Meg?
What?
Yeah.
Grayson's here.
Yep.
Oh, yay.
First
We should
podcast
probably
being
talk
hired
about that.
on. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Grayson, hi. Yes,
you
the
doing?
Meg.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's all we need.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, Grayson's hired.
Right.
The
Do
Meg.
you know about the Meg, Craig?
Yeah, it's the big shark movie.
With Jason
Yes!
Statham.
They should have
and-
called it that. The
Yeah.
Big Shark movie
The
with
big-ass
Jason
shark
Statham.
movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would've
Why
seen
would you not?
Yeah.
Grayson's
Man.
scared. Like
It looks
Grayson's
fun.
scared.
In the theater because we went and we saw Jurassic World in IMAX.
And the Megalodon.
oh,
Good Lord.
let me tell you right now, like that trailer came on, and I looked at Sean and went, "Are you fucking serious right now?" like, and
Which
that-
is worse? The Meg or the Mosasaur that's in Jurassic
Oh, the
World?
Meg.
Really?
Like,
I think the Mosasaurus is bigger.
the Mosasaurus didn't really do anything to me.
It
like
ate
the
a
Meg-
submarine.
Dog, the Meg is gonna eat boats.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
probably.
So, like, it's just seeing all those teeth in the IMAX underwater. God.
And
it
you
just-
know you gotta see that.
Why?
IMAX.
Why are
I
you
can't do
scared of? Why?
Why are you scared of sharks?
Why are
first
you
of all?
scared of the Meg? If the Meg did not look like a shark, would you still be scared of it?
Probably not, because I can deal with like giant octopuses and stuff like that.
What if they were
What was it?
like, hey, Nessie, and they made a movie called Nessie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd
And
be
it
all
was
over
like the
that.
exact same thing.
I'd tear that up. Like
So-
I watch Lake Placid all the time. It doesn't bother me.
So what specifically about sharks gets you?
Have you seen a shark?
I've swam
That's
with
all
sharks.
I need to say. You're crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Grayson.
Yeah?
You've never been to the ocean before.
Uh-huh.
You've never
Yeah.
seen ocean water in real life before.
But-
you've never been to a beach, which
But-
we will solve.
I have seen Shark Week and Jaws,
Okay.
and they have taught me a lot.
Is it
A lot
is
of
it really,
fiction.
Like, is it Jaws? Like
No,
Jaws
no.
did it?
No, like honestly, okay, it kind of did because whenever I was a kid, I watched, and this is so stupid. I watched Jaws 3D, and for some reason, this movie terrified me, and it's the worst one. I don't know, 3 and 4 both
It
equally
was a horror
bad.
movie.
Just make sure.
Yeah, it was in. But I went to the restroom, and while going to the restroom, I actually broke down and started crying because I thought Jaws was going to come out of the toilet. And I've been terrified of sharks ever since. I don't know why that hit me. Like, I was 7 years old, and all of a sudden, I just immediately became scared of sharks.
I've never had that irrational fear, but I have had the fear of being in like the deep end of a pool at like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And not being able to like see completely to the other side. Be like, well, there's a fucking shark in here.
Yeah, I remember when Anaconda came out. I was very young, and when I'd swim in a pool at night, I would be scared because we had a friend of the family. It was this. Actually, it wasn't even. It's a friend of the family who my mom. She would clean their house, and so like there was like an L-shaped pool that I would swim in while my mom cleaned their house, and I was always scared the snake head was just going to come around the corner. You know, because I'd be looking at the short side of the L, and I thought it would come around the side. Thought an anaconda was going to be in the pool, because that's more believable in East Texas than a shark is.
Or a water moccasin, but
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You said I don't mean to. This after we're done talking about snakes, I want to talk to you about toilet fear.
You have toilet fear?
You got a toilet fear, too?
I did have toilet
What's your
fear.
biggest
Yeah,
irrational
let's
fear?
go.
Oh, you know, it's weird. I think there's a movie that actually mentioned this, and I don't know where I had this fear long before the movie happened, but the fear of sitting on a toilet and having a hand come out the bottom of the toilet.
Oh.
Have
Right?
you
Like,
ever
is
seen?
that-
Have,
oh my
have you ever
God.
seen Dreamcatcher before?
Oh. That's
no.
That's raw.
Dreamcatcher it's based on a Stephen King book. It's a really good alien movie.
You remember what the aliens are called in it?
What?
Butt weasels.
Yeah, butt
Oh.
weasels.
They're called butt weasels.
They go through the toilet?
Yeah.
It is. It is. It
Yeah.
is the.
It's-
It's horrible.
See, I've never had like the fear of hands or snakes, but like bugs just like being on the other side of the lid,
I
or
mean,
like
yeah,
a frog or something,
the
and then that trying to
hands-
get at my butt. Yeah,
The hand though, like to me, it was always just like
right. But like, who's in the pipes?
exactly.
Would it be like
No,
grabbing
that
you
Craig.
or
Nobody
like-
can fit in the pipes.
Pennywise
You
can
don't
fit
know-
in pipes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what. Yeah, it's totally.
it's
It's irrational
makes
fear.
zero sense at all, right?
Yeah.
But and one of those things I was just like, you got to get over this, kid. Like,
Yeah.
just kind of told myself, you got to get over this because otherwise,
Yeah.
there's no one's hands coming out of that bottom.
Yeah.
It's not-
I
go-
don't
going
know.
into poop.
I don't
Look,
have.
look, it's you or them.
It's
So you-
2018. Anything can happen now, Craig.
Good point.
See,
Better
I
watch
don't
that
have
bomb
fears
bomb.
like that.
Well, I don't have them either anymore.
No, but like I never really did.
because you're so much stronger.
The only
than all
thing,
of us.
no, the only thing that like I was like shit scared of was being stranded like in the middle of the ocean,
Oh yeah.
which
That's
is like
there.
horrible
That's
because
there,
that you don't die quickly.
Like-
there's
like,
anything down there that could get you.
There's that movie, Open
Water.
Water,
Yeah.
where these diver. It starts off with just people popping out of the water in their boat that the tour guide like drove off without them. They're just like, "Hey, wait!"
Yeah, that sucks.
That does suck, and that could
Hi.
happen. Have you ever seen the movie Frozen?
With Elsa,
Is that
No.
The one, no, is that the one where I'm on that dolly at the ski resort?
Yeah, there's a ski lift movie
Yeah.
where these people they're on the ski lift and the ski resort shuts down because of harsh weather.
so just
And-
jump off.
Well-
yeah. No spoilers on that one.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
They do end up jumping off.
Yeah.
And the guy who jumps off jumps with his legs like this.
Oh, idiot.
And just lands with
Yep.
his knees locked, and it's like, and it cuts in, and his bones jabs
Yeah, I
out.
bet.
It's one of those like Redbox movies that doesn't go to theaters, just shows up in Redbox one day.
Because I've jumped off a ski lift before. And,
Yeah, like
you
you-
just land sideways and you're good.
Yeah, this
The-
guy,
the
this guy
ski
jumped
lift-
legs first.
The ski lift for me is something that, as I've gotten older, I've actually gotten more scared of. The ski
For
lift.
your
ski
kids
lift?
or for yourself?
For me,
Oh.
in general, yeah. So like when you go, have you been on a ski lift before?
No.
Okay, so ski lifts, when you get on a ski lift, you're literally sitting on a chair like this.
And there's
Okay.
like maybe a bar that you can bring down.
Maybe there's
Yeah.
a bar. Outside of that, you're just if you lean forward too much, you're off the ski lift. You're dead.
Yeah.
Right. And
Well,
and
yeah.
you're a good 40, sometimes 40, 50 feet off the ground.
Sometimes you're close to like only 10.
Man,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
it-
making me
it
want to get on
ranges.
a
But
ski
it's
lift.
it's the weird it's the fear of you're probably gonna survive the fall.
Well, for
You
me,
know?
okay.
Oh yeah, so you're just
Like-
gonna be really messed up.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up.
So we went to Wyoming this past year,
Uh-huh.
and when Wyoming has all these wonderful ski
resorts.
lifts, ski resorts and such, and so we went up to the top of one with the biggest mountain in Jackson Hole, and it was my first time getting on a lift in probably 10 years. Right?
Yeah.
Jackson Hole is wonderful.
I bet.
Hole.
Probably 10 years, and this is before I had kids, before I had a wife, right? And
Wife.
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 And I was
Lord.
petrified, like on the ski lift. It's probably.
Do you have your
like,
kids with you?
thinking-
Like, it was you,
yes,
like, your whole
yes.
fa- yeah, and
it
see,
was
that's-
me, the kids, and we were like sandwiched between them, and like I am.
Did they have a bar for you to bring
There was
down?
no bar.
Okay.
So we're going up to the top, and the girls just like, ha ha ha.
This is
Yeah.
so much fun. There's no danger.
And I'm over here like holding on to them, holding on to the other rail, like, and I am tense the entire time, and so tense that my wife is like, she was like you, like 5 minutes ago, where she's like, "You're fucking ruining this for me. I hate this." Like,
Craig's a ruiner.
like she was so mad. Like I was like, hold on to the girl. She's like, calm down. I'm like, hold on to the
But see,
girls.
that's not you being scared for you. That's you being scared for your
Yeah,
kids.
because the kids
they're
fall-
more likely to fall
Yeah.
off.
Well,
Kids
Yeah.
fall down in the living room and hurt themselves.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
one
know.
little like Maddie could just be like, "Yay, dead!" Like,
Exactly.
no, hold on to that little angel.
For
Don't let
sure.
her go.
Exactly. That's my thought the entire time. So I'm like,
These angels don't
like,
fly.
and these things aren't like they're rocking back and forth. These
Oh
fucking
yeah,
things are rocking.
You got high winds sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're scary as shit. Like right now, I'm tensed up.
it is
thinking about
it is like a cheap park bench.
essentially yeah,
Yeah,
hanging up by a
attached to
metal
a-
pole.
yeah.
Yeah.
like
It's
a-
really
yeah,
funny
like
that
a
you say
cable.
this because I've always wanted to go on one of those.
They're
and
not
now that you
bad.
said that, I'm like, I ain't never.
Look,
fucking get on that
unless
thing.
unless you're in charge of making sure kids don't fly off to their death, they're fine.
well,
You would have been
completely
okay
fine.
without the kids.
If it was just me, great.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Any
what I'm saying.
responsibility towards holding and making sure somebody doesn't fall, fuck that. But like that to me, falling for me is probably my biggest fear. Falling from any normal height.
You've like
And-
bungee jumped and stuff.
I have bungee jumped, yeah, but once again, you're bungee jumping into a giant pillow of air,
Uh-huh.
right? Like I'm talking about falling from a building, falling from any sort of elevated height that you can fall and die.
okay.
Have
so-
you ever bungee? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, like it's just weird to me that like you went down that huge. I guess it's because it's a slide, but that huge slide at Volcano Bay. That was how high up whenever you dropped down?
Yeah, but that's number one. It's enclosed, right? At least initially.
oh yeah,
So-
enclosed
so-
takes
yeah.
the fear out of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't see anything when you're going down.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's enclosed, it is what it is, right? But climbing up there, right? Going up the ladder
Yeah.
and everything, and like looking down and feeling the breeze and stuff.
Yeah.
That to me is like really.
Have you ever done a bungee jump without the? Have you ever done it like over
No.
like a stream or a canyon or something?
No.
Okay.
And the weird thing about it is that I'm kind of back and forth on this. I may. Some days I'm like, yeah, I'd like to go jump out of a plane.
Uh-huh.
And but most days I'm like, no, fuck that. You know.
I'll do it.
But I'd say like maybe 15% of the time, like that sounds somewhat enjoyable. Because for me, I love the idea of flying.
Uh-huh.
Right. Like, if I like had one superpower, it would be fly. Right. Screw the X-ray vision, all that
Wingsuiting
stuff.
would be fun until you smacked into a cliff.
Exactly.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
see
yeah.
the video of the dude
just
that?
talk myself out of that in the same breath.
You see the video of the first guy that like landed one without a parachute?
No.
It was crazy. He like slid like 200 yards.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
like-
Oh.
But like he was good because they put out like hay and like a bunch of like crash pads and stuff. Like he was doing this like on purpose.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like today I
He
don't
just
feel
got
like
the
a
angle.
parachute.
He just
Yeah, I
came in.
thought of all
He
his
came
skin
in
just
like
being scooped
real
right
fast.
But
on
no, yeah, he like came in and like it's like a plane landing almost. He like came in and
Yeah.
just, woof, like slid on the ground.
Planes landed like that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, man, you want to talk about irrational fears? Like that is an irrational fear for me. The idea of falling, and I think it started for me.
falling is rational.
I'd say that's pretty rational.
That's a big one on mine.
but I, like for me, it's irrational. For me, like I get to a building and I'm like, I need to go not here. Like when I'm really high in a building, you can kind of feel it sway a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
at least I can. It's like whoa, you know, you start freaking out a
So
little
do you
bit.
not like open elevators, like whenever you're going really high up? Does that bother you? Like the elevators that have like one side that's completely open?
No. Oh, I don't know.
Like
glass
the glass?
ones?
Yeah, like the glass ones,
outside.
Yeah.
The SGC 2015 hotel had the glass elevators in the atrium.
Okay, so the great example. Elevator, fine. Atrium with only a rail surrounding it,
Uh-huh.
that's fucked up to me,
Okay.
right? Like the idea that
Yes.
there's this rail here and people like leaning on this rail. It's held down by screws.
Yeah.
That, and you could die like.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I
'cause
guess
of-
a fine
Have you been
I
to
get that.
the Reunion Tower geodeck before?
The ball?
Yeah, the ball. They have a geodeck now with like scopes and stuff. And Chelsea and I went to it a couple of weeks ago, and they have like a full cage. Like nobody, you can squeeze a baby through that shit. Like, unless it was like,
Unless you really want to.
unless it
Good,
was a baby
good.
that, unless it was a
Comparison.
baby,
Squeeze a
Size
baby
of
through
unless
that.
it's a baby you like took out of an incubator, like a little one, then you could just like
Good Lord.
You
Like a
just
test
throw
tube
it.
baby.
You really went for that.
throw it out through the little hole. But
You think
it
they
was
get a lot of
cool.
baby traffic
there
there?
was
Oh, yeah.
there lots of baby chucking going on up
At the
top.
Reunion
You wouldn't believe
Tower.
how rampant that is.
But yeah, clearly, they put that up so people wouldn't jump off.
Or throw babies.
Like, or chuck babies. But we were there, and there was these like really, really, very, very young, trashy girls in like really bad clothing,
Like my age, younger, older.
probably younger than you,
Okay.
and they were like,
You mean like skanky?
yeah,
girls?
yeah, like really skanky, and they were getting their pictures taken by like a foreign guy, and I was like,
Who probably bought that
I
dinner.
almost walked up to
Yeah.
him and said, like, do you need me to rescue you from the sex trafficking operation? Because that's what it seemed like.
Oh,
It
okay.
really seemed like,
it feel like taken.
yeah,
Yeah.
it felt like Taken.
Yeah.
The guy was just like, it's so beautiful, it's so beautiful, oh, it's so beautiful. And like,
You sure you didn't like work at the restaurant?
They were porno done up.
They were
you know?
caked.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
caked with makeup. And I was just, Chelsea was like, should we save them? It's like, yes. It's like,
But
You
didn't.
didn't.
no, we didn't. No,
Nope,
no,
they sure
we
did.
just
They just
left.
walked right out.
We left.
They're
We're like, well,
probably
that's a good
fine.
view of Dallas. See you later.
They probably never heard from again.
Yeah. Probably not.
Way to go, Sean.
As after you leave, the guy finds a way to squeeze them through the baby hole.
Just like chunks them into cubes down on the pavement below.
Gross.
That'd be a good way
Oh,
to end an
man.
action movie on a Reunion Tower.
Yeah?
Yeah. That would be pretty dope.
How
though.
dope would it be if, like, Reunion Tower, there was a bomb in it, and at the end, the bomb blew up, and the explosion pushed the bad guy through the wires.
Oh, and it,
giblet,
like, diced them?
diced
Turn
him.
them
Yeah.
little baby
And then the
cubes.
ball falls off, and the
crushes
heroes
them.
are in it as it rolls through downtown Dallas. That'd be cool.
That's a huge budget right
That
there.
is
Yeah,
a big
that's
old
big.
budget.
That's a big old budget.
Yeah.
That'd be a good wide shot, though, of just an explosion and this ball just going. the
It's
skyline
probably gonna be that
change.
Redeemer budget right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I tell
that's,
you.
yeah. That's
Yep.
Redeemer HD.
Y'all gonna have CGI? The new Redeemer.
No.
All practical effects.
They'll probably be like, CG bullet hits to save money if we make Redeemer.
Yeah.
First, we got to figure out a way of raising at least $17,500.
Yep, that's a long way down the road.
Lord.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
it is a lot of money.
A long way down the
I'll
road.
tell you what is not a lot of money when you are a member of Dollar Shave Club. This episode is brought to you by those good
baby.
guys. They have been supporting us literally since the first episode of Try Hard. They are awesome. Dollar Shave Club is legit. They want us to talk about our experience with Dollar Shave Club's portfolio, and you know we're going to do that because we've talked about it for a long time. Look, last week I was growing up some facial hair, and you know what? This weekend, got at the old Dollar Shave Club, shaved it all off, felt really good.
Except
Nice-
it didn't
nice
make
and
any
smooth.
noises.
Yeah, it doesn't make any.
No, that's the sound that I make
does
whenever
it?
I
Okay,
shave.
it just goes.
Yeah.
No, whenever I shave, I go.
Shing. You shouldn't. You should. I was just shaving. It goes. It's a very smooth razor.
It's
yeah.
smooth. It's awesome.
The smoothest.
But Craig's face is not, and that's what it has to deal with.
Like
Yeah.
gravel over there on the
If you ever
shit.
shower or brush your teeth, Parker, if these things ever
If you ever wipe your
or-
butt.
or try to make your hair look presentable, we got good news for you because Dollar Shave Club will take care of you with all this stuff.
Oh, that's what
They deliver everything you need to look good and
Doesn't
smell
even
your
look
best.
different.
Dollar Shave Club has everything you need to get your bathroom ready. Any particular product that you fall in love with, we love. I like the razor straight
Hey.
up.
They still got that shave butter?
Oh, of course they do.
Oh,
Of course they do.
Put it
boy.
on your toast.
Dollar
Put it
Shave
on
Club. Yes, that Dollar Shave Club delivers everything you need to look, feel, and smell your best. Name it: shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothpaste, hair gel, even a wipe that leaves your tush feeling tingly clean.
Dadgum right, it does.
It does tingle.
It's awesome. Here is a great way to save a bunch with Dollar Shave Club products. For just $5, you can get their daily essential starter set. Comes with body cleanser, one wipe Charlie's, their amazing butt wipes, their world famous shave butter, their best razor, the 6-blade executive. Keep the blades coming for just a few bucks more a month and add shampoo, toothpaste, or anything else you need for the bathroom. Check it out at dollarshaveclub.com/tryhard. That is dollarshaveclub.com/tryhard. Once again, they've been supporting us, so please support them. There's no reason not to join. Get yours at, once again, dollarshaveclub.com/tryhard.
With Dollar Shave Club, you can be a real bad daddy.
Real bad daddy. All right.
ew.
You can be a bad daddy.
Hey, so
I don't want that.
can I talk to you about a movie that I saw, Bolin, that I think you'd really, really enjoy?
Uh-oh.
Did you see it in the theaters?
No,
Yeah.
no, I didn't. I didn't even know it existed until I saw it on Netflix.
Go.
All
Oh,
right, let's
no.
go.
Actually, I got to be honest, I don't think that Bolin would enjoy this movie at all. But I could be surprised, which was why I'm going to give you homework
Okay.
to go watch this movie
Is it the house?
and tell you that I saw this movie and felt that it was the movie was a 5 or 6
Out of 7.
out of a 10.
Oh,
But for me, it's like one of those movies you can have on the background. Right?
Okay.
I'd never heard of this movie before, but it has some pretty big names in it. It's called The Clapper. Have you heard of The Clapper?
oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you heard of this movie before, Parker?
Never.
Bolin? Okay. It has Ed Helms and Tracy Morgan in it. It also
Ed
has,
Helms?
I hate Tracy Morgan.
He's different in this one.
Yeah,
Like,
he's not like, hey, I'm Tracy Morgan. It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yo, dog. You
Yeah.
can work with him in this
Okay,
one.
okay.
It's not bad.
He is man.
Ed
Okay.
Helms, like from The Office. Ed
Yes.
Helms.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And The Hangover, that helps.
Okay.
That's where most people know.
Right. Are we talking about the one where they go look for their dad?
No. This one's different.
Because Tracy Morgan and Ed Helms are both in that as well.
No.
No,
No,
never
that's-
mind. I
that's
think it was
Okay,
Cat
close.
Williams
so this
in
one
that.
is about. I saw this on Netflix. I don't know why I want to watch it. Maybe it's because the stars in it, right?
Mhm.
Um,
The stars.
the stars. But the premise was really funny. The premise is that Ed Helms and Tracy Morgan, they are guys who work. They're audience members for infomercials, and that's
Okay.
their job. And so they go.
They clap.
They're
Yeah.
there. That's their job, and they'll make occasionally more money when somebody's like, Ed Helms is like, so you're telling me that I can get an acre of land for just pennies on the dollar? Like those type of
Yeah,
guys,
okay,
you
I
know?
got you.
And so the premise is like really funny.
Yeah.
Like because you don't think about this stuff.
Be a nice
But
job.
there's like a love story attached to it, and the long and short of it is that like a late night Jimmy Kimmel like show recognizes Ed Helms from being in all these different infomercials because he has these occasional lines. But the thing is, he has a goatee in this one, a mustache in this one, a hat in this one, and he looks different. And all Ed Helms wants to do is just like kind of blend in, right? And so
Yeah.
this is marketed as a comedy. It's in the comedy section on Netflix, but it's more like a dramedy.
Okay.
Right? Because Ed Helms wants nothing to do with it, right? Like Then the reason why he doesn't want anything to do with it is because he just wants to blend in and do his job and be fine, right? But and
His character does not want to be special.
no, and I think that's his exact words. He doesn't want to be special at all. And so this, it's on like a Jimmy Kimmel type show, and they put billboards up about who this guy is. Like, let's find this guy, and he's like, I don't want to be found.
I see. Yeah.
And so they end up, if you want to see it, you can see it. But the thing is, I saw this movie and I was like, that was pretty good. I mean, like pretty good is like 5 or 6, right?
Uh-huh.
It was an average film.
That's a high rating for Craig.
That's for him to say it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I would watch it again, and like while doing laundry. It's a laundry movie, right? But I was surprised by it because I'd never heard of this movie before. And especially with like Tracy Morgan's coming off his accident. It was a recent movie. You think there would have been a big push about that. Ed Helms is somewhat of a star in Hollywood. It has what's her name, Leah Ramini or something like that. Leah
Ramey.
Leah Ramey. Yeah, she used to be Scientology.
Yeah.
She's in it. It has a bunch of cameos. It has Mark Cuban and Rob Gronkowski from the Patriots. Like, there's all these people in it, but I don't even know if it hit theaters.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think it did.
Yeah, I think it was a direct-to-DVD on that one.
Was there?
That's such a weird market now because, like,
Netflix and stuff.
well, not even Netflix, but the straight to TV market.
Yeah.
Think about like Sylvester Stallone's career. Most of his movies now are straight to DVD.
Or even Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Like,
Most of his are now.
Yeah.
What like where are those generating revenue at?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where
and
like
it's-
how are those making money?
I'm guessing it's just like they're paid a flat rate to make the movie, and they don't see anything on the box office end. It's like the producer is. I'm sure there's some sort of incentives built into if you get so many streams or whatever.
But like, where do people buy new movies that aren't
On a streaming service?
Yeah, like new movies.
But you can buy some off. You can buy them
iTunes,
on
I guess.
YouTube. You can buy them on iTunes. You can buy movies anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Amazon has their streaming service, but they also you can pretty much buy every movie. on there.
But I was just thinking, like, is there any movies that you guys have seen that surprised you that you had never heard of before, like from watching Netflix or Hulu or something along those lines, where as you were scrolling through your queue of like things you didn't even know you wanted to see, Netflix recommends these things, and you're like, oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever watched anything from the recommended list.
I've watched one, and it was Hush. But the only reason
Hush is good.
Yeah, Hush was recommended to me, and it's about a deaf woman who's being stalked by a killer, and it's super.
To be
good.
fair, she lives in the most horror
She lives in
house,
she's
like,
out in
a
the woods
she's a
there.
deaf
Yeah.
rider who lives alone in isolation.
She lives in
out
a glass
the country.
house in the woods.
Yeah.
Some shit's gonna
Oh
happen.
yeah, it was really really good, and I didn't even know about it until it popped up on my recommended.
Okay, I take that back. It's mostly horror movies, I think, that I watch. Hush, Gerald's Game
that's a
came
good one.
up, and this movie called The Ritual, where they go to
I
like
watched
the
that too.
Nordic.
The
I
monster
saw
is
it.
awesome in that.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing is so cool.
I didn't like the movie, but the monster was cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys all watch horror movies? Like, is that something you do in your
Oh,
spare
that's
time?
that's
Yeah.
my cup of tea right there. I'm
Yeah.
all about it.
I'm probably somewhere between Parker and Grayson on the love for horror movie scale.
Yeah, that's something that I constantly go out and find horror movies to watch.
It's I really applaud him. Like, a movie can be really bad, but to me, it's a good movie if I'm a little less comfortable sleeping that night.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I feel like with horror movies, for me, they don't have a rewatchability that any other genre does.
I think you're right. Like, for me, prior to seeing it with you guys,
Such
which
a good movie.
It's kind of rewatchable.
it was
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I guess like I'm not a huge horror guy at all.
That's still a good correct review in my book.
Yeah,
It was fun.
it was
I
the
guess.
best horror movie I've seen in 20 years.
What was the
What
one
was the
before
last
20
one?
years?
The last one I saw in theaters was Scream.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
But
is
I'm
a
not
good
telling you,
one.
like, that's legitimately the last horror movie I saw before it.
Yeah.
Scream.
Scream's
Oh,
Scream.
I watched Scream
one.
last night. It was great.
You watched? Wait, I'm sorry.
I watched
you
Scream
watched
2
Scream
2
last
nights ago.
night.
Yeah, I watched Scream last night.
I watched Scream 2 yesterday. Yesterday
What?
afternoon.
Scream's a good
Sean and I
movie.
have been like talking about Scream for like the past like week
20
and a
years?
half. Yeah, like seriously, like Scream was the movie that brought the horror
Genre back,
Like
yeah.
it saved
Yeah.
the horror genre after the 80s.
Scream
So-
1's my second favorite horror movie besides The Thing.
Really?
Yeah, I love Scream more than anything.
Mine's The Thing.
The Thing
Halloween,
is,
and I don't know what else.
John Carpenter
Yeah,
and Kurt
John
Russell.
Carpenter.
Kurt Russell. Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Um,
One of my tattoos.
But Scream's so good. It's funny and
It has characters you care about.
it's fucked up too. It was like really
Yeah.
original at the time before it revitalized the genre, and then
Yep.
the genre recannibalized itself.
Oh God.
It's like
Speaking
we're
of,
like Scream, but with urban legends.
horror
or-
movies, they announced the cast for the second It movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
adult versions.
Oh, you know what? No, I take that back, and I'm sorry to
Go ahead.
gloss over
That was
that.
it.
The other movie I saw in theaters, and maybe this is probably maybe the third thriller I've seen, was Blair Witch.
Oh yeah.
I saw Blair Witch in theaters.
Yeah.
The original
older
one.
the
The
new one.
original one.
Uh-huh.
I could see that being scary in theaters, but if you go back and watch that movie now,
It's
it is
bullshit.
trash.
Yeah, it's
That
a bullshit
is
movie.
Awful.
The
It
two
is
guys
so
obviously
boring.
just wanted to kill her.
Yeah.
There was no like mention of like any kind of witch activity going on. It's just that they're pissed she lost the map and wanted them to keep or
No, he
maybe-
kicked it in the river.
He kicked her, but she wanted them to like stay out there. She said like she knew where she was going.
Yeah.
Or something. There was something that like turned
Yeah,
her
they
against
wanted
them.
they wanted to kill her.
Yeah.
Like that's what the
and
whole
so
thing
yeah,
about.
they go into the house. Like yeah, it's pretty obvious that like
The
there's
point is that
nothing-
they kill her
What?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
totally kill her in that house.
Oh yeah.
in the first one.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
In Blair Witch.
Yeah, and Blair Witch 1?
Why is he in?
I remember Blair Witch being about a witch.
Yeah.
And then,
No, well that was like the rumor, but
Yeah,
like no,
like,
there was no.
They
witch.
don't really.
There's
they
no
don't really
proof
go
of
into
is
any
this like a
what-
fan theory or something?
No, I mean,
No. There's
mean-
no official ending to the movie.
Yeah,
like
you
you
can
know,
pretty
No,
much
the
make it
ending of the
whatever you
movie is
want.
there's one of the guys is in the corner looking at the corner.
right?
Yeah, and
yeah.
then she gets
And then the
knocked
other
over.
guy comes up from behind her and kills her,
or the witch kills
the
her.
witch.
or the witch. But like,
Well, if
yeah,
okay, if you go by what the new one happens, then it completely says, "Hey, you know that was a witch."
there's
but
a
if you
fucking
just
witch. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
But
just
if you
watching
go,
the movie.
if you go and you watch just the original and you look at it as just that movie,
Mm-hmm.
it totally makes it seem like they took her out there and they killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't even know there was a real one.
They made it. They made a new
Another
one.
one, a
It's
new
like
one.
the brother of the original people.
Yeah.
They go out, and it's another found footage movie.
It's fun.
It's good. There's a scene, and talk about rational fears. There's a scene where she has to
Oh.
crawl through this tunnel in the ground, like a tunnel that's like
Yeah.
this big.
I saw it in theaters and started hyperventilating. 'cause
Yeah,
it,
where
it
you're, like,
felt
close
so real.
space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was really cold in the theater, and like it gets so tight on it that like it felt like I was there with her, and I just like bent over and almost like passed out. It was awful.
There's
But it's great.
I was on a cave tour one time, and they said that there's different cave routes you can do. One of the caves is labeled challenging, where where they measure you to see if you can go
Oh,
through these
nope.
holes.
Nope.
They said that this guy got stuck because of his belt buckle, and they had to like somehow cut his belt off so he could go through. Like that's how tight. That's no.
Too much.
That just
I
gave
ain't
me
crawling
chills
through no
thinking about
fucking
that.
hole,
Nope.
dog.
Nope.
Speaking of found footage, are you excited for Slender Man?
No.
No.
It looks good.
It does
doesn't.
not look good.
I think it looks
That
good.
movie is going to come out with like 4 out of 10s. I can already see it.
Sure, but most horror movies get 4 out of
Yeah,
10.
horror
Yeah,
movies
but
do
most-
not review
No.
well at
No,
all.
they
Yeah.
don't. But that one looks so fucking dumb, dude.
Maybe it's because like I grew up playing Slender Man. Like I was like 5th grade when that came out.
God, so we were.
You must have been like
What was it
high
like
school
08,
freshman,
09
sophomore.
when Slender came out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oof,
yeah.
rough.
So that's like childhood horror.
Gross.
Yeah, for you it is.
Yeah.
It wasn't. No,
I
it was.
feel
It was
so
like.
fucking old and sitting next to you, dude.
No,
Dude,
no,
I feel
it was
old
not. It was
now.
not 2008. That shit
Yeah,
was
it
like.
was.
That was like 2014 because.
No.
No, dude.
No.
Yes,
Slender's
it
been
was.
out- Slender's been
Slenderman?
out
Looking
for
it up.
longer
The
than
game.
Oh,
the
no,
game.
The original
Slender.
Slender Man game came out like 2009.
Yeah.
Jared, I remember Jared Nauenbacher on his personal channel made a video about Slender that went viral on his personal channel after he left Screw Attack.
Dude, I'm still saying that.
Slender
we,
Man's been around for a long
Dude,
time.
we
Slender,
played
the
that-
video game.
we
Slender
played
the
that-
8
game.
Pages was the original game.
Yeah, how-
and
when
they
did it
made
come
Slender
out?
Man the Arrival.
When
I'm
did it
looking it
come
up.
out?
Dude, we played that before you even started working for
It
Screw
was
Attack.
2012. It was 2011, 2012. I promise.
Slender the 8 Pages. 2012.
Yep.
I'll be
told you.
damned.
Fuck y'all. I'm the fucking best.
Either way, for me, that was middle school.
So we were what,
So,
20?
So you might have been out of high school
yeah,
at that time.
24 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's a good game, though.
Oh yeah.
It
Well,
was
I'm ex-
creepy.
Do you guys have anything else? I'm just excited to have Grayson on.
Oh yeah.
This is fun.
I've got something since we're on video games.
What you got?
Go for it.
All right. So before I left my last job, got on MSN to like search for stuff because it wouldn't let me get on Google, and the first thing that pops up is this story about this 9-year-old girl in the UK.
That wet herself?
That wet herself, yes.
Yeah.
Wet herself playing Fortnite. So I decide, you know what? Let me read this article. I want to see where it goes. Bring it up. First thing it says, this girl has video game addiction.
Yeah.
Which is now a real
Yeah,
condition.
it is
Yeah.
real. Like, this year it was actually classified by the World Health Organization as being an addiction.
It was a video game something disorder.
Yeah.
You know what most of our G1s have? Watching people play video games addiction.
Yeah.
So I continue to read this.
Do you know what we all have?
What?
Video game addiction?
Eating food and breathing air
Yeah,
addiction.
exactly.
I also have a
Didn't they
sleeping addiction. I
classify
have
it
to
like
do
if you
once
do
a
it for
day.
20? Because if you do it for 20 hours a week,
You can pull this up on WebMD right now, and it tells you everything. And it is the stupidest shit.
bring
I've
it up,
ever read.
WebMD.
Because there was a big controversy
Yeah.
surrounding like making
So,
it like
yeah.
a classified
So I
thing.
read the story about the
Yeah.
9-year-old kid, and it's these parents talking about how we tried to take it away, but every time we did, the kid got aggressive and started hitting us. Okay, fucking take the console
Then
out. It's
be
a
a
9-year-old
parent.
kid.
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, they said that they limited her time to 30 minutes, but she would wake up in the middle of the night and start playing, and they would see the light on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then turn the fucking
Exactly.
like take.
So
take-
what
take
do
it
they
away.
do? They fucking take her to rehab.
Yeah.
They put her in rehab for video game addiction.
As a 9-year-old.
Like, seriously, how fucking lazy do you have to be not to actually go and do something with your child? Like,
All right,
fucking
here we
take
go.
it away.
Yeah.
VGA gives the whole new edition.
Video game advance.
Video game addiction. It's now the Video Game Awards or the VGAs.
All right.
Yeah.
Has been suggested by some in the medical community as a distinct behavioral addiction characterized by excessive or compulsive use of computer games or video games that interferes with the person's everyday lives. Video game addiction may present itself as compulsive gaming, social isolation, mood swings, diminished imagination, and hyper-focus on in-game achievements to the exclusion of other games. So, like, I saw people comparing this to gambling,
Yeah.
right? The idea that, well, there's gambling, and, you know, it's
There
the
are
same type of
stories
thing.
about like people who spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on games.
Sure, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. But I think there's a difference here, right? They're specifically talking about in-game achievements and isolating yourself from family and things like that. Look, who hasn't in their life play like now
Blowing something off. to play a
binging
game.
games,
Yeah.
binging media? That's new in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you
That's-
addicted to Netflix?
Yeah, like
That's the thing. I probably
Netflix
watch
and-
more
That's
shows
gonna
than
be
I play
next.
games.
Yeah.
That's
now.
going to be next. It's going to be Netflix addiction.
You know, I will tell you this, like,
Start
do I
branding
think
it.
this is dumb as
Yeah.
shit? Yes. Do I think it's the parent's responsibility? Yes. Ultimately, some people say, well, some parents are addicted to video games, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay. I don't. That's tough because some people will say, well, I'm addicted to video games and I have a problem, right? Well, and if you, let's say, replace video games with
Reading.
reading or heroin or
That was one of the things that came up in one of the articles I reviewed
Yeah,
or
about
I was
heroin.
looking at. They compared video game addiction and getting off of it as the same as someone getting off of cocaine
Which
or
is
like
extremely
drugs in general.
addictive.
Yeah, it is. The
Are we
stupidest
biased
thing
because
ever.
we're in this?
No, it's not us.
No,
being
I think
biased.
it's-
Because
it's
of that.
like-
It's stupidity.
The problem with classifying like video game disorder as like a legit thing was that if you can do that, then you can do it with Netflix
Yeah.
or cooking or like
Or-
anything
yeah,
that
or
you
reading.
do too much.
And they said
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like if you're playing too many video games, you can compare that as to eating too much food and becoming obese.
Right.
I was like, no, like you.
Be too fucking good at video games
Yeah,
and whoop
you
people's
be able-
asses. Let's
you're
go.
going to MLG. You're going to make money. You're going to
Yeah.
make millions. Congratulations, your addiction helped you.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you go out and you eat all the time, unless you're a freaking
Kobayashi.
competitive- yeah,
Yeah.
you're not doing
What
shit.
happened?
what happened to just being like
Into something.
yeah, like really into something.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What
saying.
hap-
Like,
yeah,
if you, like, if somebody reads for 20 hours a week, nobody's gonna bat a fucking eye. And like, you isolate yourself when you read. You're not gonna go to fucking a bar or a pub and
Yeah.
like start
Sean,
reading a book.
Start opening a
I'm
novel.
worried about you right now because you read too much. Okay.
Yeah.
You have a reading addiction, and I don't like this.
I'm not kidding. We have become so desensitized, and as a nation, we spit in the face of being educated and intelligent.
Yeah.
That like I'm fully anticipating reading
That
being
is so
Yeah.
stupid.
Being what?
like
What?
you read too much. That's the whole
What-
thing with Beauty and the Beast. Belle, you got your head in them books.
Well, that's
too
because she
much."
was a woman. She needed to be doing her job. That was like the whole
God.
point.
Can I-
That was the whole point of Beauty and the Beast.
I
That she
know.
was a woman. She
I
shouldn't
know.
be smart. Yeah.
Can I put on my tinfoil hat
Go ahead.
a little
Uh-oh.
bit?
Alex
Okay.
Jones.
Here's my tinfoil hat thing, right?
Okay.
There are so many disorders or reasons for people to be medicated.
Mental health classifications.
No, like mental health is one thing, right? Like as a whole, and then there's like I feel like a lot of the driving force behind the idea of, well, this needs to be diagnosed is the idea that we need to give these people medication because big pharma over there is driving the, it just boosts sales, and that's the Western way to cure things is throw
Classify something
medication.
new.
Throw pills at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw pills.
The thing about the whole video game addiction thing is like nowhere in any of the articles that I read about them wanting to give them medications and stuff like that.
Just take
It's
the games away.
Yeah, it's as simple. Like it's so fucking simple. Just take it away, and it's not focusing on anyone. I think it was like above the age of 16. Like if you're over 16, like if you're like the guy that played like StarCraft until he died, yeah,
Right.
that is way too far over.
Yeah.
But if you're a kid, like be a parent, step up, do what you need to do.
I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that the brain is not developed. And as a parent, your job, you want your kids to make decisions, but you want to push them to make the right decision.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you want your kid to fail at certain things because if they're successful at everything, they will have no
Sense of
trials,
accomplishment,
tribulations.
honestly, yeah.
Exactly.
They won't
And-
learn
First time they
anything.
do fail.
what happened?
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
learn from it.
Like, okay, so Kinsey's swimming, right?
Right.
And she finishes first, second, third every meet, right? She's a good swimmer
Yeah.
for her age. And but they also give out it drives me crazy, the purple participation ribbon
Yeah.
for
Yep.
hopping in,
I have
right?
tons of soccer participation
Like,
trophies.
fuck that. I've said this before, and I said this again. If she ever gets a purple participation ribbon, it will not go up. Like, she can put her first, second, thirds up. That's cool. I get it, right?
Yeah.
Like, the participation ribbon, she ain't holding on to that shit.
I mean, it's also, Craig, it's not about winning. I
oh,
think,
yes, it is. You were at a competition where the objective is to win the
There we
race.
okay,
go.
yes.
This is what I've been waiting on
yeah,
right here. Here
yes,
we go.
But,
So late in the show too.
yeah, I know.
know.
But
So it's such a shame.
participation trophies, while I don't agree with them, they do provide a memory of a time that you did something.
So does the picture that you get when you take it at the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
if you did that.
So hold on
yeah.
to that instead.
I mean, fine. If you want a photo album.
It
That-
just
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather listen. I would much rather have a photo album than a farce of a trophy collection, Bolin.
yeah.
That's a farce.
So, Craig, whenever you were younger,
Uh huh.
how much video games did you play? Like,
See, it's weird because the whole idea of
We didn't have time when Craig was a child.
no, I played games all the fucking time, but
No, I mean, there was no time. Never mind. Go ahead.
no, well, no,
I get what you're
I
saying,
will
yeah.
tell you this: we didn't measure it based off of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this game. You get it's 60 hours of the gameplay. It was just like no, you play the game
Yeah.
Until you
right?
beat it.
Yeah, you play it till you beat it, then you play it again, then you play it again. Games were different when I was a kid. I mean, they were because the replayability. There was no patching. There was no DLC. There was
Well,
no
yeah, I mean-
and games had to be difficult. You had to play the same thing over and over again to get to a point to where you would fail. And then you'd have to start all over and do it again, right?
Sean and I were there with you. We went through the
yeah,
same
so
stuff.
you guys know, right?
Yeah.
Like there is literally like when we're playing Zelda on Monday, right? The idea of
Yeah.
like it pains me to have Parker use a save state in that game, right? But we do it in the interest of keeping the stream going.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to backtrack for 45 minutes and try to
Cool.
find all this other stuff, right? But yeah, I played a ton of games growing up. Like, probably every day. I spent hours at the arcade. That was like the highlight of my every 2 weeks or week or whatever it was that I would get it. But maybe a couple hours every couple days. Probably more, maybe less. I don't.
Yeah.
I played games a lot.
Yeah.
See, Grace and I, we grew up playing
Yeah.
alone in the country, isolated in our rooms, either playing story games alone or playing story games like sitting like with each other. Like we rarely played games where we both played at the same time.
Yeah, it's true. We really didn't.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of a single 2-player game that you and I went through together until we got to at least 18 or 20 years
Like
of age.
maybe Sega, we'd play Streets of Rage and stuff.
That was
but
very
like,
rare, though.
But didn't you guys play like competitive games, like a baseball or anything like King
Not
Griffey
really.
Jr. Or
We
anything
played
like that?
NHL. We played hockey a lot on your
we
Sega.
played like NHL. But honestly, dude, from like PlayStation until like today,
Yeah.
you know, besides you know, once I moved to like Tyler, we played Xbox Live, and that's where you play like. But yeah,
Halo and stuff, yeah.
yeah, from 8 to 19, I can't think of a single game that wasn't you and me sitting and playing a single player game together.
Because there was Siphon Filter, we go through the campaign, Resident Evil. I mean, all the way up to now with like God of War. Like that's normally
Like,
what I
like
would do.
BioShock.
So,
Yeah.
but this makes a ton of sense about why you like to stream story games, because that's what you played your entire life
Yeah,
growing
yeah.
up. Like for me, when I played games with my friends, it was Street Fighter, King Griffey Jr., you know, competitive things where it was someone's going to win in this. And if we did play, I remember specifically playing with Mike Savinsky, Super Metroid, and going through and playing Super Metroid with Mike, and you know, we play for like 45 minutes at a time. Then we'd switch over and play King Griffey Jr. or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And it wasn't like you'd play through this entire thing. You just play for a little bit and try to get to the next area. Then okay, what do you want to play next? And you just move on. And but so many of the games that I played were with friends.
Yeah.
They were competitive. They were co-op experiences. You know, like a Legend of the Mystical Ninja, which you guys may not know.
With Goemon, the blue-haired guy? Yeah, I know those. Yeah, I got you.
For me, it was
Those are
it was
good games.
up until middle school that I played like all story games with friends and stuff. Like it was almost nothing competitive except for like Crash Team Racing.
So,
Like but it was like 6th grade I think when Modern Warfare 1 came out.
wow.
So that's
Well, that
I
was
mean,
high
that's when-
school. That was high school for me. I
so
just
everybody
left for
got that
college.
shit. Yeah. Yeah. And then after that, like it was only pretty much competitive games.
Yeah.
With friends.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is, you know, this kind of goes back to like why, like Wednesday nights, why I like to stream with other people. Like I like the idea of playing Red Dead, but I like the idea of playing Red Dead more with somebody along the journey with me, you know. And I think with me streaming a story-based game for 2 hours at a time, 3 hours at a time.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Chase is editing and laughing his ass off.
Chase
over
is-
there.
Another moment where Grayson's arms look tiny as hell.
Nice.
He said,
Damn it.
More Tiny Arm Grayson coming,
Tony Arm Grayson.
coming to the show.
All right. Anyways, it's just I think you know it makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
Let's do-
no.
I love that.
let's do one.
That
Hold
makes
on,
me smile
I
right
wanna
there.
see this.
How big
Right
is your
now, we're
wingspan?
streaming, Craig.
Okay, cut it. We'll go to try harder.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk more about this in a second. I will listen. I will tell you how short Grayson's arms look in just a minute.
On Try Harder.
Yes. Thank you, guys. See you next week.